Before Nickelodeon had SpongeBob, before Cartoon Network took over, there was a cartoon about a vampire duck. Not evil, not scary. He's a vegetarian. Yeah. This actually aired, and somehow it got 4 seasons. In 1984, Nickelodeon acquired the American broadcast rights to Danger Mouse. The show became a massive rating hit on the network. Because of this success, Nickelodeon executives approached Cosgrove Hall, wishing to co-produce a brand new series together. The Cosgrove Hall team pitched several ideas to the network. However, during a meeting at the studio, Nickelodeon head Geraldine Laybourne looked up and spotted a random piece of concept art of the Danger Mouse villain, Count Duckula. Laybourne instantly pointed to the picture and said, "That's the one I want." The network executives then helped fund the production, making it the very first animated show specifically commissioned by Nickelodeon. Even though they do not own the copyright today.
Castle Duckula, home for many centuries to a dreadful dynasty of vicious vampire ducks, the Counts of Duckula. Legend has it that these foul beings can be destroyed by a stake through the heart or exposure to sunlight. This does not suffice, however, for they may be brought back to life by means of a secret rite that can be performed once a century when the moon is in the 8th house of Aquarius. Blood. You get it? The latest reincarnation did not run according to plan.
In the heart of Transylvania, in the Vampire Hall of Fame, yeah, there's not a vampire as any other. He won't bite beast or man, cause he's a vegetarian, and things never run blank. If you're looking for some fun, you can always count upon the wild one they call
Count Duckula.
Count Duckula wasn't the first time we saw a vampire duck on screen. Before him, there was Filmation's Quackula, a pale blue fang-bearing duck who tried, and usually failed, to be terrifying. By day, he slept in a coffin shaped like an egg, hidden away in the basement of a house owned by an exasperated bear named Theodore. But when night fell, Quackula would emerge, cape flowing, determined to strike fear into his host, only for everything to spiral into comedy instead. No matter how many schemes Theodore came up with to get rid of him, Quackula always stuck around, turning what should have been horror into pure cartoon chaos. In many ways, that blend of spooky premise and goofy execution laid the groundwork for what Count Duckula would later perfect. Now, normally, vampires drink blood. That's kind of their whole thing. But when Duckula was resurrected, something went very, very wrong. They used ketchup instead of blood. And that is why we have a vegetarian vampire. No biting, no fangs and neck, just salad. Dracula conquered centuries of fear, so Duckula could eat broccoli on TV. Duckula himself is basically bad at being a vampire. He doesn't want fear. He doesn't want power. He wants fame, money, a career. He's less Dracula and more struggling actor in a cape. Let's talk supporting cast. First up, we've got Igor. Igor is Count Duckula's butler. And let me tell you, he is absolutely sick of this. Igor remembers when vampires were evil. Now he is stuck meal prepping vegetables. Imagine signing up to serve Dracula and he asks for hummus. Next up, probably my favorite, we've got Nanny. She's massive, she's chaotic, and she doesn't know how to open a door. I'm surprised the castle is still in one piece with all of the walls that she has busted through. Now, in every cartoon, you have to have a quote-unquote villain. Well, you would think it was Count Duckula, but no. In this cartoon, it is actually Dr. Von Goosewing. Yeah, it's a play on words. Van Helsing, Von Goosewing, he's a vampire hunter who is 100% convinced that Duckula is dangerous, even though he's actively eating vegetables. Dr. Von Goosewing is basically Wile E. Coyote with a medical degree. So what actually happens in this show? Well, Duckula travels the world in a teleporting castle, trying to become rich and famous. Something explodes. Igor complains. Nanny destroys something. Goosewing shows up. Everything goes wrong. Every single episode. And honestly, it never gets old. This is where I keep the lights on. So, here's a quick word from today's sponsor.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Imagine a world where time drifts slowly. A world where music carries you away. Experience pure moods, the perfect soundtrack for your way of life. Direct from Europe, this multi-platinum collection has won the hearts of millions. Set adrift with the timeless pleasures of tubular bells. Or take a trip into the unknown with the X-Files theme. No other collection gives you the feeling of pure moods. To order Pure Moods, call the number on your screen or send check or money order for the amount shown, plus shipping and handling. Rush delivery available. Call now.
You know, diving back into Count Duckula really got me thinking about something bigger. Because this wasn't just a one-off weird cartoon that somehow found its way onto our TVs. This was part of a whole wave. A wave of British cartoons that quietly sailed across the pond and landed on Nickelodeon, and stayed with us. Shows that felt just a little different. A little darker, a little stranger, a little more willing to be weird in a way that American cartoons at the time just weren't. From Danger Mouse to Count Duckula, there was this unique style of humor. Dry, sarcastic, sometimes even a little offbeat, that stuck with you whether you realized it or not. And for me personally, these shows made a lasting impression. They helped shape my sense of humor, my appreciation for animation, and honestly, just my love for cartoons that aren't afraid to take risks. So, if you haven't gone back and checked these out, I highly recommend you do. Seriously, put aside some time, pull up an episode, and just experience that weird time again, because there's something special about them. Something that still holds up. Something that reminds you how cool it was to stumble onto something completely different as a kid and just fall into it. But now, we're going to be shifting gears a bit. We're heading back across the pond again, but this time we're landing somewhere very different. This next cartoon hit me at a pivotal moment in my childhood. Like, right at that turning point where your tastes start changing. Where cartoons start to feel a little more edgy, a little more grown up. And this one? Oh yeah, it leaned into that in a big way. Let's just say, if you were watching MTV at the time, you might already have a pretty good idea of where we're headed next. Until next time, guys, stay minty, stay fresh, and we'll see you next week. Bye.